Your home page is the queen bee of your website. Every single word that's on your home page, including the title tag and meta description tag, has an incredible impact on your SEO performance. In addition, you want to have links from your home page to your major landing pages. So in this video, I'm going to go through and reverse engineer some key home pages of some of the Olympians of SEO. Let's get started. Welcome back. First, we're going to look at some basic principles of home pages for SEO. Second, we're going to reverse engineer some powerful home pages and kind of see behind the hood or under the hood what they're actually doing. And then I'll conclude, with some tips about what you should do to audit your own home page. Okay, some basic principles about home pages, and it's so obvious and yet something so many people just don't do correctly. Every single word that is on your home page is a very powerful signal to Google as to what you want to rank for. So if you want to rank for probate attorney, you better get the phrase probate attorney on that home page. And if you want to rank in Dallas or you want to rank in Houston, you better get that out there. You want to be a massage therapist in Chelsea in New York City, you better get massage therapist and Chelsea onto that home page. It's really obvious once you get it, but so many home pages don't tell Google what the website is about. Within that, you've got your titles and your meta description. So the title tag of the home page, unbelievably important to success on a Google search, and the meta description, very important to describe what your site is about and really for your branded search, which I'll show you in a second. Visible content, every single word on that home page. So you want a kind of a beefy home page that has some text that Google can latch onto. Very, very important. Third, link sculpting. You want to link down to your landing pages from your home page. This one-click access from the home page to the target landing pages around keywords is an incredibly powerful on-page signal to Google what you want to rank on. So you got to get that concept of these three interrelated purposes of the home page and how you're sort of massaging the content of the home page. Now let's look at some powerful homepage examples and sort of reverse engineer them. And you're going to see some examples. Okay, so let's go over here first of all, and let's just do a search here, or let's go look at pet insurance. Okay, so this is pet insurance from Nationwide, so it's a pet insurance product. Okay, so the target search is really obvious, especially once you see that visible text. So let's right-click, View Page Source, and let's zoom into the title. Okay, so you don't have to be a rocket scientist here to know the target is pet insurance. And you can see here, let me zoom in for you. You can see here that the title of the home page is pet insurance. Pretty obvious, right? Now, notice the visible content, pet insurance. Notice obviously it keeps trying to sell me pet insurance. Notice now, what are the two big types of pets that are insured? I'll give you a few seconds to think of that. Oh, it's dog and cat. And notice how dog insurance and cat insurance are clicks down to landing pages. So they have a landing page for dog insurance. That's one click from the home page. They have a landing page for cat insurance. One click from the home page. So they've got a strong title tag and meta description tag focusing on pet insurance. They have one click down to the landing pages, and they have visible content that's regurgitating that target search. So that's a good example of a really powerful and well done and really easy to understand home page. Now, Progressive Insurance, I talk about that all the time. Let's look at a different company. Let's look at Mercury Insurance. Now, it's not quite as strong really as the pet insurance we just looked at, but let's go View Page Source. Control F as in Frank. Let's look at their title tag. So Mercury Insurance, save money on your auto insurance. See how that's in that homepage title tag? So really important, easy signal. And here's your meta description. Auto, home, business, save money, and get great service. So it's a little weak. It's not as strong as I would like to see it, but it's not too bad. And then let's do Control F as in Frank and type in insurance. And you can see here, get an auto insurance quote. Like, what do you think is the main type of insurance that people are buying, right? Auto insurance. And then notice down here in the footer, they're really using their footer, car insurance, home insurance, condo insurance, renter's insurance, etc. So that's the footer. It's not quite as good as the homepage. So this one's maybe a B-, right? But it still has a good, strong title tag. It still has good, strong, visible content. I would grade it down. It doesn't have that nice one-click access to landing pages. Compare that to Progressive. Right, so this is their homepage, and notice homepage, one click down to auto, homeowners, motorcycle, boat. Now, see how this says #1 bike insurer? Let's right click, view page source, Control F as in Frank, type in bike insurer. Now a little HTML code here, and you'll notice they've got an H3, they have a link down to the landing page right from the home page. So they have good visible content. They have one-click links down to the landing pages. They're also using their footer. All right, so let's look at another home page. Dan Rose Law. So this is just a law firm. Again, I don't have any connection to any of these companies. I'm just admiring their SEO reverse engineering for it. So let's look at Dan Rose Law. Okay, now right-click, view page source, title, San Francisco personal injury lawyer, bicycle accident attorneys, car pedestrian. Now, it's not the most elegantly written title tag, but hey, what city are you in, right? San Francisco. What are you? Personal injury lawyer, right? It's well done. What are some of your major areas that you work in? Bikes and car pedestrians, right? Now, here's your meta description. We are a personal injury lawyers who represent Bay Area victims, blah, blah, blah. So good meta description. Notice the one-click links from the home page to the landing page. The landing page is optimized for a very key and important target search for them. So this is a simple way to think about your home page. Meta description tags, your title, your meta description tag, your one-click links down, and then notice that they have a lot of verbiage here. You know, Control F, put in the word lawyer, and see that they've written lawyer in there quite a few times. Put in the word attorney. They've written attorney in there quite a few times. They put in San Francisco. They've put in their keywords. So these are all great examples that you can learn from for examples of strong home pages, and I have those in the links for you. Third and finally, let's take what we know and go and audit your own homepage. And what are my recommendations here? So you're going to begin with your keywords. You need to know what are the keywords that you're targeting. Is it personal injury attorney? Is it auto accident attorney? Is it San Francisco? Is it San Jose? Is it Oakland, right? Is it dog insurance, cat insurance, pet insurance, right? What are the types? You've got to know those keywords. You're going to write an optimized homepage title tag, ideally less than 59 characters, certainly less than 80, and make sure you've got those themes in there, those keywords in there. Be strategic, have some pizzazz when you write that tag. Meta description tag, less than 155 characters. Make sure you've got the target keywords in there. Have some sex appeal and some pizzazz. The idea is to get the click. Now notice, if you search for Dan Rose Law, notice that the meta description of the home page becomes the description on Google for a branded search. So this is a really nice way to control your branded search when somebody's thinking, well, should I do business with Dan Roselaw? Is he any good? I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to Google him. I'm going to look for Dan Roselaw reviews, and I'm going to see this nice description. The average, mere mortal doesn't know that that was written by Dan Rose. That was written by his SEO company, consultant, whoever. You're in control. If you Google JM Internet Group, that's our meta description. I wrote that. So you're in control of what you see on Google for that meta description if you, play your cards right, a little bit of skill there. So that's really important. So you're going to write an optimized meta description for yourself. Finally, you're going to audit the visible content of your homepage and make sure that you get those keywords out there that you're going after. So you can see here on this pet insurance page, which I really like, say hello to the, best pet insurance, right? It's not the worst pet insurance, it's the best pet insurance, right? And see how they just keep pulling into, do a quote, do a quote, do a quote. It's like, okay, right? They really know what they want, right? You can see that it's well written. Dog insurance, health insurance plans for dogs and puppies, right? What do people search for? Puppy insurance, dog insurance. The content is well written, so make sure you pay attention to that visible content. Finally, number 5, link sculpting. Sculpt down to your target landing pages. That, my friends, is a quick explanation of how to use your homepage for SEO, and I have some proactive to-dos for you to audit your own homepage and really begin that process of optimizing your title tag of your homepage, your meta description tag, your visible content, and your downward links to your own landing pages. And believe me, once you make these kinds of changes, so often you really see a big jump in your rank on Google because suddenly you're talking to Google, you're communicating to Google. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and any questions in the YouTube questions below.